Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Christmas Eve replay show here at Laurel Park. It's right, racing on Christmas Eve, the only game in town, the only track running in the country on Christmas Eve. Under cloudy skies, the track rated sloppy, high temperature going up to 50 degrees on Christmas Eve. Then Santa Claus comes to town on Christmas Day, and it will be dark on Christmas Day, but back on the track December 26th with a post time 12:30 on Monday for a special post-holiday card. New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Be sure to check out the Terrace Dining Room here at Laurel Park. $32 per person for our New Year's Eve and New Year's Day buffets. Stakes racing as well on New Year's Eve. So come on out to Laurel Park, laurelpark.com for the full holidays schedule. Here's a look at the Christmas Eve program. The opener scratched the 1A Tracy Island at 6 furlongs on the sloppy track.
Lined up, and they're off. Staff Sergeant Reckless and Oh What a Light flashing early. Foot is Bohemian Bliss on the outside, and also Abracadabra. So it's Bohemian Bliss, Abracadabra on the outside, racing second, and Staff Sergeant Reckless, Oh What a Light is fourth. Katie's Horseplay is now fifth and drops some 5 off the lead. Nancy's Gone Wild outside of Katie's Horseplay. Another 5 back to Kelly Pepla. To the back of the pack with Piney Blues, and Flint Hill is last. Got to be 17 lengths off the pace out of the far turn of Bohemian Bliss. Bohemian Bliss round the turn, 3 furlongs to go. Abracadabra continues to hound Staff Sergeant Reckless on that hard chase from third. Oh, What a Delight is in fourth, and Nancy's Gone Wild on the outside in fifth. Katie's Horseplay trying to get motivated from sixth. And then it's Piney Blues is going to swing 8-10 wide into the stretch as they make the turn for home. Homeward bound now, and it's Bohemian Bliss holding on to a narrow lead. Staff Sergeant Reckless out in the center of the track now, coming with a run. Abracadabra is backed off after chasing on from third, and it's a mile left to go, and it's Staff Sergeant Reckless and a never-determined Bohemian Bliss on the inside. Bohemian Bliss coming back for more under Carrasco. Staff Sergeant Reckless and Toledo. Staff Sergeant Reckless, Bohemian Bliss. Flint Hill is third. Then Oh What a Delight in Abracadabra. Time 1. To 1. 8-5 now, Greek God. Back in, and they're off. JC's not Brown. Now for the early advantage, and Greek God has got early speed and dropped a pop there in between horses. At the rail is DNA approved as part of the front four. As they sort out drop to pop now just in front. Drop to pop, JC's not Brown. The inside is DNA approved, just holding third, and Greek God is taken back a bit in the fourth spot. Senior Quickie out in the clear from fifth. Only 4 from the front, another 2, and it's Colony Strike, and they're followed by 79er. Well in advance of Born in Brooklyn, who's last a long way now. got 17 to make up as they splash for the far turn. So this long shot leader, Drop to Pop, leads it by 2 lengths into the turn. Drop to Pop, 4.5 furlongs out from the second wire from DNA approved JC's Not Brown, working hard to stay. Up on the inside is Colony Strike. In the meantime, Greek God on the outside, looming a threat. Greek God out of the clear, racing third, 3 wide. And next is Senior Quickie, now in advance of 79 out of the back of the pack, and Born in Brooklyn on the inside. They're coming to the top of the stretch, more than a quarter of a mile home to the second wire finish. DNA approved Greek God is cruising up toward the center of the track now to put that head in front. They straighten in with Greek God and DNA approved. Then Drop to Pop trying to hold third. Out in the center is Senior Quickie now, and Senior Quickie and Greek God come to square off for the final furlong. It's Senior Quickie and Forest Boy. Senior Quickie way out in the middle of the track now to take the lead by 2 lengths from Greek God. And on the inside is Colony Strike with a 16 to go. Then DNA approved. It's going to be Senior Quickie. Senior Quickie. Then Colony Strike and Greek God. They are in the gate. And they're off. Cutty Shark was a beat slid up again. Minor Legend cooking up a storm. Here's Risky Guy and slicing through his 2-term leader now. So 2-term leader, Risky Guy, 1-2. Classic Wildcat down inside in third, and Be a Hero in between horses. Minor Legend is back in fifth after a sharp start. Cutty Shark is trying to get underway now. Some 6 from the front after breaking a beat. Slow cooking up a storm and Macroeconomics and To Dare in the back. Into the far turn, 10 or 11 lengths will cover the field. They're led by the great 2-term leader, 3 furlongs out. Risky Guy on the outside, looming large though, and Risky Guy cruising up to even terms from the rear end 2-term leader. It's 4 lengths to Minor Legend is moved into third. Then Be a Hero is in fourth, and the inside is Cutty Shark in fifth, and Today is 6th, and Classic Wildcat is 7th past the quarter pole. They make the turn for home, and it's Risky Guy to a 3-length advantage from Minor Legend out of the middle of the track. Angling way out in the middle is To Dare, and they're followed by the inside. Their 2-term leader weakens up, and Classic Wildcat is near the rail. Risky Guy's on top from Minor Legend, a 16th out. Risky Guy 3-2 and holding on under a drive to win it by a length from Minor Legend at a big price. Then To Dare, followed by Classic Wildcat, 2-term leader, cooking up a storm. And they're off. Pearsonator going forward with early speed. Pearsonator on the outside of Gavin Street Sense and Spitzel in between horses, and just a little bit more is right there into the inside. They're followed by Lucky is racing in fifth, and We Were Kings is next in sixth. Prince Mayhem on the inside. Moonspell is next in a lovely game second last, and Fake Frontier at the tail of the field with a half mile left to go. Sharp pace from Pearsonator. Pearsonator's up top now, 3/4 of a length. Gavin Street Sense up on the outside now, grabbing the lead. Gavin Street Sense, 3 furlongs left to go, is taking over the lead. Gavin Street Sense, and now on the outside is Lucky to challenge for the lead. Just a little bit more hard-ridden third position. They're followed by Spites Hill, who's passing Pearsonator, plumbing to the back of the pack. Then We Were Kings and Moonspell to the outside. They're into the stretch now, and Lucky going on with it from Gavin Street Sense, and just a little bit more near the inside, fading third. And Spites Hill just even paced to the final furlong, and far outside is We Were Kings. A 16th left to go. It's going to be Lucky. 19-1 stocking stuffer on Christmas Eve. Lucky 19-1 under Caramanas to score. Gavin Street Sense and Spites Hill. We Were Kings and Moonspell. Ready for the start of the late pick 5. And they're off. Even break. Coach Matthew. Gin Fuzz broke with Coach Matthew, but will settle. Here's Standguard on the hard chase. And the inside, Some Promises is now speeding up. Some Promises and Resolve now racing up to 1-2 of the opening furlong onto the main portion of the sloppy track. Pharaoh City is right there, a close third position as they journey now with about 6 furlongs left to go. Bunched up top, and they're led by Some Promises. Just that head in front from Resolve in second spot. And in between horses, too, is Pharaoh City, who's out there 3 wide. Coach Matthew is caught about 4 deep in 4th position. Standguard is in 5th. It's 2 more lengths back in My Own Lane near the inside in 6th. Scrap Iron Phil is next. Then it's Forever Bernardini as they head into the far turn, and Gin Fuzz racing back of the pack with Jump, Jive, and Well. Now Forever Bernardini ridden along has dropped back to last position, midpoint of the turn in that mile run. Resolve working hard for the lead, and Pharaoh City on the outside, and Standguard is right there. Coach Matthew is driven up there from 4th but can't stay. Then Some Promises racing on the inside. Jump, Jive, and Well. Jump, Jive, and Well angled in from behind horses and out in the clear, and Jump, Jive, and Well's now coming on the run. They're coming to that last 3/16 of a mile of the second wire. Jump, Jive, and Whale up on the outside to grab the lead from Standguard. Jump, Jive, and Whale and Trevor McCarthy. They got the final furlong all to themselves, it appears. It's Jump, Jive, and Whale, 2-1 and going away with a 16 to go. Standguard is giving it a good go for second. And then finally Forever Bernardini, who got going again late after dropping back, followed by Pharaoh City in 4th. And it's close 5th, My Own Lane in the picture. 9-5 on Golden Glint. And they're off. I Came to Party and Cerebral and a Fleet Willie all in a line into the first turn, run, and Street Spice in that far outside gate is a wide fourth. Back to Scorch, who is in fifth position and 4.5 off the lead. Golden Glint is allowed to settle on the inside, about 6 lengths from the front end. Last is Flash McCall. With 7/8 of a mile to run, I Came to Party leads narrowly from Cerebral second outside, and then it's a Fleet Willie tracking the leaders out in the clear, and Street Spice continues outside, and Scorch is up close now, going kindly enough 2.5 from the front as the 2 more, and Golden Glint just settled into stride 5 now from that new leader Cerebral, and Flash McCall is last of them all with 5 furlongs left to go. On the inside, I Came to Party's coming back for more. Cerebral on the outside now. They're head-to-head and going at it. A Fleet Willie is in third position. There's Scorch fourth inside. Then Street Spice trying to keep up there in fifth. Golden Glint is 6 while inside around that far turn as Cerebral kicks away. Flash McCall still well back. 3 furlongs from the wire. Cerebral, but here's a Fleet Willie. A Fleet Willie now testing and taking the lead from Cerebral. 2.5, and Scorch is trying to kick into gear under a heavy ride. I Came to Party is next, followed by Street Spice. Golden Glint still has 7 to come with a 1/4 of a mile left, and Flash McCall is last. Top of the stretch now, and it's a Fleet Willie running lights out today. A Fleet Willie's opened up 5 on Cerebral and Scorch, and then it's Street Spice, and Golden Glint is far, far back of a Fleet Willie, and a Fleet Willie in a dazzling performance this afternoon. Loving the slop. A Fleet Willie and Victor Carrasco, and they're going to coast home wrapped up. A Fleet Willie, Scorch second. Golden Glint was third. Then Street Spice, Cerebral, Flash McCall. I Came to Party. Last across. Time 1:45.24. And they're off. Solitude first, or Analyze Sunset as early speed. Chip Secluded will settle to the outside. Here's Wazala with early zip 2, and Wazala's coming up to test Solitude for the early lead. Chip Secluded is in third, then So Refreshing racing in the fourth. Spotted between horses is Tack Up. On the wide outside there is On the Prowl from the deep outside gate. And they're followed by Analyze Sunset, who's settled rail after an alert beginning, about 5 or 6 lengths off the lead, along with So Refreshing in between horses. Then Unashamed will be 4 wide with 3 furlongs left to go. Just in behind that group comes Bell Nation and Disco Party. Sweet Zariah with a lot to do, plenty to do actually, ridden along the back of the pack. And next is Kazi Cottonwood, and Nancy Spider is last of them all. They swing into the stretch at the 3/16, and Chip Secluded goes on with Evian Toledo, bursting away by 3 from Wazala second. It's 6 lengths back, and On the Prowl is attempting to hang on to the third spot, followed by Tack Up and Sofa 2 to 16th to go. Chip Secluded coming home and coasting in the slop. 6 lengths score on Christmas Eve. Second was Wazala, then Tack Up or Sulfitude was in there. Bell Nation a bit late running On the Prowl, and Unashamed. And they're off. Bit of a hop of the air for Sir Orinoco at the start. Nice. Speeding out with Bethel Wildcat and Willie Be Mine chasing on from third. And Daily News is in fourth. The inside is Beeks, who's a hustled fifth. And Linear on the outside is sixth in mid-pack. Comanche Ruler, Mr. Game 7 the inside. And another length and a half back, Nicaradolic Rocks. And last is Sir Orinoco. Nye past the half-mile pole with the lead from 3/4 of a length. Bethel Wildcat second. And then it's Willie Be Mine on the inside third. Lanier is cruising up on the outside with a bit 2.5 or 3 to make up, but now willing to move now. A length and a half more, it's Comanche Ruler. Then it's Daily News. Beaks pressured to stay on. Nicaradolic Rock still 8 to come. And they're followed by Sor Orinoco. Mr. Game 7 at the tail past the quarter pole and heading for home. Lanier sweeping up on the outside. Bethel Wildcat. Nye's all done. Willie Be Mine battling hard on the inside. Daily News tries to pick out deep in the center of the track. And also between horses, Nicaradolic Rocks is willing, but on the left lead, they're coming to the final furlong. It is Bethel Wildcat now in front. Bethel Wildcat in front. Bethel Wildcat holding. Bethel Wildcat and Trevor McCarthy going to get there from Lanier and Willie Be Mine. Then Daily News and Nicaradolic Rocks and Comanche Ruler. And they're off. Waves on the sea, slid up again. Too Hot to Trot out first. Too Hot to Trot matters to me on the chase. Outside is Axis Mundi. At the inside is Magic Cookie now speeding up second spot. So it's Too Hot to Trot, and the inside Magic Cookie hard sent second. In third is Axis Mundi, and then the outside is Rocket Roxanne racing in fourth, and Matters to Me is next fifth spot. And they're followed by As Brave as Mom in mid-pack, and then the outside is Waves on the Sea, who's underway after breaking beat slow from the gate. The inside is Wildcat Rising, Madry Muggs, Paradise Bird. The favorite is last of them all as they swing to the quarter pole on the top of the stretch now. Too Hot to Trot under pressure to stay on. Axis Mundi swinging very wide into the stretch, and Matters to Me in between horses trying to rally. Way in the center of the track is Waves on the Sea, who's also into contention, and Rocket Roxanne. They're coming to the final furlong, and here's Axis Mundi. Axis Mundi breaks away 2.5 in front from Rocket Roxanne, then Matters to Me, and the weekend up Too Hot to Trot, Axis Mundi and Taylor Hole. Axis Mundi to score 2.5 or 3. Rocket Roxanne, Matters to Me, then Wildcat Rising, and Too Hot to Trot was fifth.
That's a wrap for the Christmas Eve program here at Laurel Park. Remember, Dark Christmas Day, Monday, December 26th. We'll be back here on track with live racing with the first race post time at 12:30. From all of us here, the Maryland Jockey Club at Laurel Park, we wish you and yours Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and a Happy New Year.